Clelicome, everybody. So, cancel culture is fake. I'm really tired of hearing people talk about it. Gloria Estefan apparently has some knockoff red table talk bullshit with her 3 generations of family. Ain't nobody want to talk to or hear y'all. I mean, apparently I do because I watched some of it. But the point is, a statistic came up that says 64% of Americans think that cancel culture is a threat to their freedoms. How weak are the 64% of you that voted that way? And if you're watching this and you're one of those people who believes that statement, all I have to say to you is, how do you feel about the Patriot Act? Or, I don't know, the fact that cops can bust down your door without a warrant if they suspect that there's, like, I don't know, a certain amount of a certain level of drugs or whatever the fuck, like battering rams and shit busting down people's doors in California. And it's not every single state, but you can thank the war on drugs and Ronald Reagan for that. See, it's like people get... It's very interesting because the government and corporations are not one and the same, but they kind of are, in the sense that everything is about plenty. And when I say they're not one and the same, I mean that the government's not like mandating Netflix to, for example, when George Floyd died and the protests were happening, to create a Black movie section, which is so cringy. And like when they did Black Lives Matter Avenue, like, oh my God, like, that's fake. It's lip service. It doesn't actually mean anything. Like, don't worry, you're cool, bro. Like, most people, generally speaking, don't give a shit, I'm sorry, about people of color in America. Like, people want to act like all of a sudden, oh my God, they're taking over. Like, it really shows like this weird, strange, like, stress that some white people have, where they really think we're coming for them with pitchforks. It's like, we think about it a lot, but you're cool for now. Like, chill out, okay? Like, if you behave, nobody's coming for you. And that's the issue. They're not used to being told if you behave. And you might be white and being like, but LOB, I love you. I'm not racist. I'm not talking to you then, girl or boy. Go over there. I'm talking to you. And you don't have to be white to have these views. You can be someone who's filled with self-hatred and, you know, propagate this shit. But the point is, it's almost like self-aware wolves moment where they're like, oh my God, these corporations have too much power, but like, that's also fascism. And I'm like, I agree as a communist, but why do you, Susan, mom of 6, Clamerica lover, God bless Clamerica, Trump should have won, hashtag whatever the fuck, why are you saying that? I thought you loved money and corporations and capitalism. But then all of a sudden you're like worried when like they're operating the way they always have without like any regulations in Clamerica, at least. I mean, definitely in the recent years. It's fun to watch them like shiver with horror as they see social media slowly take over our lives. Like, we've been talking about this for I don't know how long. Like, yeah, you should probably unionize. You should probably, like, I don't know, fight for your rights as workers before everything's fucking automated. But instead they're just like, it's the leftists and the Marxists. It's like, that's clearly what they want you to think. Like, do you think America spent all that money slaughtering leftists because they were like, yeah, this is like for the children? They're allies with Saudi Arabia. Like, we know this is a game. Like, why are you pretending this is about actual morals or doing what's right? It's a game. And some of y'all are playing it really sloppily. It's embarrassing. Like get your shit together. Study or something. I don't know. Like, you're just like off, like way off. Buying into like bullshit that's supposed to pit us together when it's supposed to be solidarity forever, Cligga. Like, this chip in my brain fires off sometimes and I'm trying to say some woke ass shit. Like, I'm trying to rile the people up so that we can, I don't know, wake up. If you're tired of working hours that you think are fucking absurd, if you're tired of, I don't know, having to go to work 6 weeks after you give birth to your fucking baby who was incubating inside your body that you were supposed to spend an extensive amount of time with in the early years of their lives, if you're fed up about the fact that, I don't know, teachers with cancer have to feel like, oh yay, I feel so grateful when my coworkers give me their sick days because they won't give me time off, when children can't afford their fucking insulin. I mean, the baby formula shortage, like, is that really something that you think is working? But you're sitting around complaining because somebody said don't say Cligger on Twitter. Like, what's wrong with you? How are you still so steeped, like tea, steeped, not seeped. Seeped is like it's seeping or sopping wet. The point is, how are you still buying this shit? And the same people who will be like, cancel culture is so oppressive, or like boycott Target, cancel Target. The Lil Nas X shit when they were like, oh, the children. Like, maybe, I don't know, occasionally watch your child and make sure they're not watching Lil Nas X on the iPad, or like just let the iPad babysit them like you always do. Do whatever you want, Barbara, but like don't come for, I don't know, all the gay people all of a sudden. Like, it's so absurd, like the gay agenda, because like gay people are not, like, I don't know, in the closet anymore, marrying the opposite gender when they're attracted to the same gender, and then finding out 20 years later and their children are like, oh, my parents are getting divorced, now my dad's dating a man, and now my family is falling apart and I'm confused. Like, we could have done this a long time ago, you know? It's like people are trying to prevent the inevitable, and it's so funny because conservatives are like, freedom, do whatever you want, but as soon as drag queens pop out reading books to kids, like, that's sexual because a man's wearing a dress. Like, what's wrong with you? Why do you think that way? The obsession with this, like, women are now feeling like they don't have to be married and don't have children. Okay, go find a woman who wants to be married and have a child and be at home. Like, they exist. Go marry them. What is the problem? Like, making up shit to be mad about. It's so annoying. It's like, yeah, just ignore the fact that, I don't know, people barely, maybe just got clean water in Flint. I don't even think they have it yet. In some places I've heard. And you're over here whining because somebody calls you a fascist on Twitter. Block them and move on. God damn, the same people who, like, canceled the Dixie Chicks and really actually canceled them. Like, their career, like, basically dead because all their fans were a bunch of clitiots who were like, I love me some George W. And then they were like, yeah, we don't fucking like this guy. What the fuck? But if somebody's, like, racist or beating their wife or whatever, but they're playing for your favorite football team, you're like, yay, stop being fucking sensitive, you little clitches. And then a man kneels down and, like, he gets fired. Like, what? Like, what are you mad about? You're making up shit in your head. You're literally creating a fantasy or falling into this idea that has been in coexistence since, like, the Cold War, where they're like, the evil, crazy Marxist leftists are going to make your kids gay and your women are going to leave and run rampant and the children are going to die and get molested. Like, you're so stupid. Like, satanic panic is, like, making a comeback. People are talking about that again as if that wasn't just, like, mass psychosis, basically. Like, it's cool. Just get yourself a Coke. Thank you for the sponsorship. I club Clunny. Everybody knows that. If I clever said anything offensive, I'm so sorry, because Coke said that if I don't apologize, that they will never sponsor me again. So I'm really sorry for everything I've ever said that was offensive. I didn't mean it at all. Please buy Coca-Cola immediately, or else I will never make a dime again. Please accept my apology. Please, the cancel culture vultures are coming for me, and I just really, really, really want to buy a Birkin bag, okay? Like, can we just, like, that was the point of this video. Buy this Coke. It's new, clear Coke is back. It's, like, it's amazing. It's, like, it's very light, you know, you can barely, whoop, 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 you pick it up, like, the liquid doesn't slosh around. It's basically vapor. So, yeah, thank you, Coke, for that sponsorship. Hashtag spawn. How you do a hashtag? So yeah, me and my Claby are gonna go, think about all the money I'm gonna make from this sponsorship. And they said every view, it's gonna be like a syndicated TV show, so I get clenny every time someone clicks the clitio. So I'm gonna be a clillionaire by the end of the day. And then eventually I'll be at the top making the decisions, and you guys will actually be oppressed. Because I'm gonna actually create the FEMA camps. So you better start running. I'm gonna take away all your guns, unless they are cool guns, like Soviet era guns, you know, AKs, the Makarov, you know, you can keep those, but I don't really want to see any German guns. I was going to say Italian, but the Berettas can stay. That's about it. But nothing, no automatics except the AK. Other than that, you can keep your samurai swords, your katanas, your very ugly, cheap knives that have, like, skulls on them that look like if you stab someone, it would barely go in, and if it did, they would really be damaged, because that shit looks cheap as fuck. It looks like it's, like, made out of lead. So I guess that's smart, but it also looks like you'd have to stab them, like, really hard, like, with strength that is, like, not powerful. Like, possible? I don't know. Sorry, they told me to keep this short, so I'm gonna wrap this up, because they want people to drink this new Vapor Coke. Just in case you forgot. Clolo, my name is Clo B. That stands for Coca-Cola Clolo B. I would like you to purchase me. Slavery is bad, but I really, 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 really want Clunny. Clunny. I love Clunny. I mean, I love Clunny. Sorry, the Klingo's leaving me because I'm morphing into this vapor coke that you should definitely buy. I can't think of anything offensive I've said right now, but I'm really sorry about it. And yeah, I'm sorry. Please no Seppi. I'm sorry. Please. I just really want Clunny. It's so frustrating. So yeah, if I didn't like Clunny so much, I probably wouldn't care that much about the cancel culture thing. But since the sponsorship just like spontaneously came to me, I changed my mind. It is impeding on my freedoms. My freedom to buy a Birkin bag. So just stop calling people out. Just let them do whatever they want as far as I'm concerned. Or at least let me do whatever I want. So I'm going to give it... What did I say? What did I say? I said, you're supposed to be crediting my other clitio right now. Ooh, Gloria, you're lucky. You're lucky. Because you're giving me attitude. I'm trying to make a clitio right now. My assistant is so annoying. I met her when she was like 5 years old. So, you know, I've been trying to like raise her to essentially like be good at this job. You'd think that by now she'd be good at it. She's like 15, but what did I say? Wash my drawers. Damn. She's deaf. She's doing sign language, but you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I gotta discipline this girl. She's basically a woman in some societies. I'm just trying to make this Clenny, you know. I'm gonna be real with you, and hopefully I'll be able to afford a better... I can't even think of what she almost called her, a therapist. That's the last damn thing she is, because you're working on my nerves. Assistant. Can't even think of the damn word because you're so damn incompetent. That's all I know so far. Well, no, I know how to spell my name. Is that B? Or is this B? I'll figure it out later. Have a class day. Don't let the clitters get you down. And can you please shut up? I can feel you signing in my peripheral vision. Always got something smart to say or sign. So yeah, love you guys so much. And don't remember, Vapor Coke, it's only $9.99 at your local, $2.99 at your local Staples. It's only sold at Staples because of the chemicals. They had to do some kind of brand deal like that. Love you. Bye.